the reaction from the government circles is quite unfortunate because these agencies don't change their models, right? The models they're using to grade great companies, great sovereign entities like Ghana, across Africa, everywhere, remains the same. They don't change their gradings because it's COVID. The only difference is that the parameters that are feeding into the model they use have changed. So if you spend more, in COVID, and it gives you a future that indicate that you will struggle to pay your debt, it gives you a future that indicate that, COVID may have affected your production, so therefore you are not likely to pay your debt. Obviously you'll be downgraded. What we have to do is that we have to relate the downgrading of Ghana to other African countries and look at on the continent whether we've all been downgraded to a certain margin or not. Then we'll be able to appreciate what is happening on the ground. But I can tell you that the investor will not, understand an information that will come from, the government that is managing the economy, but rather they will rely on the information that these rating agencies gives them because they've been relying on them to take their decision all this while. Why is it that the previous times when they were grading us, we never came out? And we should also understand that for these rating agencies, we call something solicited rating and then unsolicited, rating. What African countries do is what? Solicited. We hide them more or less because we want to get our information out there to the public, to the investment public, so that when we go to the market, the investor already has certain levels of information with us.
Right.
They've been grading all this while. So why at this time this reaction? For me, I will advise that the government does not go on to react to this grading, but rather accept it as a transition.
Okay.
Because it's unfortunate that we've not been in this C transition before. All this while, I think the minimum we've come to was B minus with a negative outlook. It's unfortunate, and we should understand that COVID is a natural disaster.
Right.
Every indicator on the economies are going to change. It's
Right.
not going to be the same as we know. So it's an exceptional situation. We should just accept that and then get to know that it is a transition.
Okay.
And because it's a transition, when we put up very good measures, we may lift ourselves up from this situation.
Prof, thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe and click the bell icon and get notified every time we share something interesting. We would love to have you on there.
Super Hits Radio. Joy 99.7.